Jan Busse of the Busse Group here. Selling homes successfully is a very complicated process, and I'd like to share one part of what we do that makes us so successful at it. First and foremost, we're marketers. We use luxury techniques for every home, regardless of the price. If you're considering selling, I'm sure you're wondering what can be done to attract the most buyers to your home. And it probably doesn't surprise you to know that 90% of buyers start their homework online. Without the right marketing, your home could just be one mouse click away from never being seen. Today, I'm going to show you one portion of what we do to make sure that your home is always considered. One important part of getting your home sold is making sure that your listing looks better than any of the others out there. Remember that mouse click. Your home is good or bad by comparison, and you have literally seconds to get a buyer's attention. We use 3 luxury elements that make sure that your home will stand out from all of the competition. First, we use professional stagers that are taught to stage for online photography. It's a different type of staging. Second, all of our photos are shot by the best photographer in the market. They're the highest quality, and they take full advantage of today's high-definition screens. Third, we do something that most agents rarely do, even for their most expensive properties. We take twilight photos of every single listing. Our clients love this, but most of them want to know what these extra things are going to cost them. We provide all of these techniques at no additional expense to our clients. Probably the best way to explain what we do is just to show you. One of our specialties is selling homes that have been previously listed but never were sold. Here's a photo that I pulled directly from the MLS of a listing that was on the market for 6 months, and the sellers tell us only had 3 showings in that time and not a single offer. Obviously, this is not a luxury property, but I'd like to show you what the right staging and photography can do. It's almost hard to believe it's the same house, isn't it? We staged it, we added twilight shots and dramatic lighting, and we used the photos to tell the story about this adorable little cottage that was across the street from the lake. We didn't change the price. All we changed was the marketing. This same home that was previously listed for 6 months without a single offer, we had under contract in 2 weeks. Here's another photo taken directly from the MLS, and I'd like you to look at our after shot. We made some very important changes. We rearranged the furniture, and we added focal points with light. This helps draw the buyer's eye from the foreground to the midground, all the way to the back of the shot where the home is. Some clients ask why we love twilight photos so much, and I think this shows you why. Here's a house that was previously listed before for 9 months without an offer. If you look at the before shot, you can obviously see a very pretty flagstone patio and tell that this is a waterfront property. But if you look in our after shot, what we tried to do was help a buyer paint an image in their mind. We wanted them to imagine how wonderful it could be to end every day sharing this spectacular view with friends and family, maybe over a meal or even a glass of wine. I think the most important question, however, is which of these photos do you think would compel a buyer to make an appointment to see this property? Here's something that I don't think most people even think about, and it really does help explain what I mean by e-staging. In a previous life, I owned an art school, and I used to teach students how to take a 3-dimensional space and draw them on a piece of paper or paint them on a canvas. If you think about it, that really is exactly what you do with photos. You take a 3-dimensional space and you put them on a flat surface. Look at our after photo. We used a wide-angle lens to show how spacious this room really was. Then we used lighting in some very subtle and also some very strong ways to pull your eye to various features in the room. But something you may not have noticed is that we took the two armchairs on either side of the fireplace and turned them toward the viewer. What we were trying to do is allow a buyer to imagine themselves sitting there having a conversation with the people on the couch or even the folks in the kitchen. At the Busse Group, we've got a motto. We think that every home has a money shot. Not every property is $1 million listing, but every home has its own special charm. Through staging, photography, lighting, and imagination, we can find your money shot. The bottom line is that we provide the expertise, the commitment, and a serious investment of money, time, and talent. Don't you think one of your most important assets deserves at least a second opinion? If you do, call me at 512-755-3889 or email me at janlbusse@gmail.com.